Good morning, everyone. um, Today's topic, I know, a little deep, pretty dark, but I have some advanced souls here with me. Some spiritually advanced souls that really want to focus on liberation. And to be honest, I really want to protect you all. I want to protect you from what I experienced on my own path to liberation. God, this shit's heavy. But Spirit is very adamant that I speak about it. I've avoided this topic for too long. And like I said, if I'm going to be putting out information on how to become sovereign and to liberate oneself, I need to protect those who are choosing to go that route, because there are limitations, obstacles, challenges that we face. Now, the biggest one happens to be the hive mind. Now, what happens when we peek our little heads out of the 3D matrix? A little alarm goes off. And it's almost like the movie The Matrix. All the Smiths come out to investigate what's happening, what's going on, who's trying to escape. So you yourself, if you're going into meditations, wanting to really guide your soul into higher realms, you're starting to make choices that affect your physical reality, you're maybe wanting to move off grid, really wanting to just take control back over your whole being, I can guarantee you that that is going to set an alarm off. And the hive mind, in which most humans are programmed into, will, like I said, start to go off. People will start to look at you differently. And what will happen is those who are programmed into the hive mind will actually start to attack you. Mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and even physically, unfortunately. Because what they're doing is trying to protect their program. They're trying to make sure that they stay safe and that you stay under control. So I want to give you a few instances in which this happened to me. And I'll tell you what I did and how I became free of those limitations. And I know a few of you are wondering, like, isn't she scared talking about this? You can feel it in my heart. I'm uneasy. We're light beings. We don't think in terms of darkness and hatred and pain. We don't inflict that on others. It's not in our nature. So yes, speaking about such an uneasy subject, it's not easy, but I'm not fearful. You know why? It's because we have a food chain in humans as well. There's a food chain, and once you get to a certain level, you become apex, and you can move around without that fear because you've learned how to handle the other predators. So that's why I'm speaking today. I'm not coming from a place of fear. I'm really just coming from a place of wanting to acknowledge the truth. Also wanting to heal. My poor inner child has been traumatized over the years, and I'm gathering her up. I'm putting myself back together. If you've watched my channel, you've seen that I've kind of been off the road. As a nomad, if you're sitting in one place for months, it can be difficult. A lot of the pain starts to come up. So everything that I'm gathering and collecting, clearing and healing is coming up now. And this is one of the main subjects, one of the biggest ordeals that God, Spirit, Great Spirit is saying, please clear this now by sharing, allowing others to acknowledge your pain and maybe, deter others from experiencing the same trauma. So back to liberation. This all comes about, like I said, when you leave the hive mind. You program yourself into a higher realm. You start thinking higher thoughts. You have a different point of reference for your reality. I made a video a long time ago that marked this occasion called Set Yourself Free. And that was when I left Sedona. Now, if you're in Sedona and you're watching me, I'm sending you love. And actually, every single person that I bring up in this video, I have love for. They were close to me. They were part of my soul family, my earth family. So, just to be really clear, this isn't a video to try to smear or try to spread lies. This is a video confronting truth. The reality of a situation that really almost took my life. And so, to be honest, I'm not trying to make friends in this video. I'm not loyal to the town of Sedona. Those days are long gone, because the people who I was being loyal to are the people who smeared my name. They're the people who contributed to the psychological abuse and trauma that I experienced. But what I do have loyalty to is the earth, the red rocks, the backcountry, the stargates that opened for me. I'm going to be there as a free soul, and no other way is it going to be. So the thing is that you will be punished for freedom, sovereignty. People will come out of the nook and crannies to try to shame you. Like I said, smear you. They want to get the upper hand. I remember I was very close to a woman. She was like another kind of fairy. I thought we were best friends. She ended up putting a hex on me that pretty much set up all the dominoes to fall in my life. I had really bad karma. I was not in alignment with myself, and that put me in a position to have dark magic, put on. And, fast forward today, this would have never happened. Got way too powerfully aligned with my highest good to put myself in situations like that, but we all learn. And this particular woman, she's been outed. She moved to Mexico in fear. People know who she is. So again, no hate. But she started my downfall. And from there, Spirit was like, you really, really need to rise up. I'm going to give you a job. I'm going to give you a mission. I'm going to start building you up. If you really want to liberate, you really want to live on the land, you want to be free, there's a way. But you have to work for it, and I'm going to give you certain experiences. You're going to have to go through the turmoil. So pretty much after that whole thing happened with my best friend, I was on the outs. I didn't trust anyone, and I was realizing that I was in a different game. I was not playing the same game as my neighbors, the people around me in the town. It was a whole another level. So that's when I really went into nature, totally cut off human connection, and Spirit started giving me soul missions. Now, one of the first missions I was given was to go to a place called Angel Valley. Spirit said that there had already been a ritual sacrifice there. There had already been people psychologically traumatized that weren't seeing clearly. They weren't seeing clearly the people, the type of people that they were working with. And Spirit really wanted me to go there and to confront these people. Now, a lot of these people that hurt me in the past, I'm realizing have been artificially inseminated with intelligence. They're not real humans anymore. They don't have organic thoughts. They are artificially intelligent. So I went to that land, ended up dealing with those quote unquote humans, and realized that they were sitting on a massive stargate, and they were basically keeping it closed to all star beings. They didn't want people to use that land to be able to journey into the galactic realms. And for me to be there and to work with my ancestors to face those demons / humans, I realized that I had a whole nother identity. I was going to work completely for God on my soul missions as a missionary. And this was going to be basically confronting those who conduct satanic abusive rituals, those who go against Christ, those who want to shut down the light on this planet. Fast forward a little bit, after I left that land with my life, thankfully, because again, these people are dangerous. They are ritualizing on souls who are of the light. And this is the main reason why I'm making this video. I want to protect you guys. Like, when you go out into the world and you proclaim yourself a light worker, you unfortunately become a target. And I want to protect you all because we're doing this work. We're not afraid. We're not complacent. We're not just going to sit down and watch Satan rule this planet. What we're going to do is we're going to rise, we're going to stand up, and we're going to speak the truth, live the truth, and we're going to be solid on our missions. Only with this mindfulness, knowing that we have to protect ourselves. The biggest protection is love, actually. I've found that the less I hate others, the less I spew pain and come into an acknowledgement of just understanding that these people are sick, and to just like unconditionally love, that's when I really find myself protected. Spirit's like, yeah, I got you now. So after that mission, I was given a handful or a couple other missions in other states. One of them, a big one, was in Oregon, where I was sent to a farm where people, a group of people, literally tried to ritualize. And this specific group of people has now been exposed. And this is what God wants. God doesn't want people to be seeding seeds of hate and distributing seeds of hate. Spirit wants us to nip that in the bud and to start learning to live in our hearts. So after that mission was complete, I was like, damn, people are really freaking lost out here. People are sad. People feel like they have nothing. They don't live in abundance consciousness. They live in lack. So anything that they feel you're getting that they're not getting, they're going to tear you down. They're going to do anything they can. They'll use their little magic. And the funny thing about dark magic or black magic, it's just so weak. Black magic is so weak. It doesn't do shit to the fifth dimensional realm. When you're in the higher realms, like I said, aligned with truth, acceptance, compassion, love, black magic is like water off a duck's back. It won't even faze you. Why? Because you're vibrating on a higher frequency. And that black magic is on one of the lowest frequencies on this planet. So when they throw that on you, when they hex you, and you're on a higher frequency, guess what? It goes right back